Hello and welcome to It's All About You, the best show about you on the internet. I am B. Dave Walters, life strategist and spiritual coach. This is episode 27, Women. Okay? Now, if you saw episode 26, I already talked about guys, and I kind of talked about some general stuff that applies to both of us. So now it is time, fellas, for us to talk about women. Now, ladies, I would ask that you not watch this, but we both know you're going to. So just listen in, give me the benefit of the doubt. If there's something I say that you think is totally wrong, make sure you tell me. But I think if you look deep inside, you're going to know that I'm right. Okay? Now, guys, I talk to a lot of ladies all the time. And some guys too. But I talk to a lot of ladies. And most of you fellas don't really know how a woman thinks, and you don't really know how to communicate with them. Okay? So I'm going to help you over these next few minutes. And you probably should watch the last episode because I covered some general stuff about people that I don't want to repeat here that just kind of apply to both of us. Okay? But remember that people are animals. We're divine animals, but we're animals. And a woman has a different biological drive than you've got, okay? And you have to understand this, all right? A woman's biological drive, her biological drive, is to mate with the absolute best specimen that she can, okay? That is what a woman wants, to hook the best man that she possibly can for both her own sake and her own protection and for the advancement and procreation of her offspring, okay? Now again, I'm not saying that every woman has to have kids, that every woman has to stay home. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying what her brain is telling her to do, okay? This is why women in general, not all women, in general, are drawn to powerful men, are drawn to wealthy men, are drawn to influential men, are drawn to physically strong men, or whatever it is that she decides that she values. Like, let's say if you have a very intellectual woman, then to her, a very smart man is a superior mate than somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger with all the muscles, although Schwarzenegger's a pretty smart guy too. But I think you know what I'm saying. So what constitutes the best mate will vary from woman to woman. But whatever she perceives as the best is what she is attracted to. She cannot help it. She can't help it, okay? She doesn't even want to help it, to tell you the truth, right? So what you have to do then, if you're trying to seem more attractive to a woman, or even more attracted to a woman that you've already got, is kind of start to orient yourself towards what you know she values. Like, let's say, for instance, if you know your woman reads a lot of poetry, then read some poetry. It's fine. Let me tell you, okay, a lot of times, fellas, listen to me here. A lot of times guys look down their nose at things like poetry or plays or even like, chick flicks or whatever. And I'll leave the movies out of it for the time being, but you can gain so many yards, my friend, by spending 10 minutes on Google to find a nice love poem for your woman and send it to her. You don't know how special that will make her feel, and you didn't even write it, dude. All you did was take the time to do something nice for her, and in the end, that's all she wants. She just wants to feel special. All you have to do is make her feel special, okay? And I'm not saying lie. I am not saying lie. Find something in her that is truly beautiful, okay? And bring it out. Let her know that you see it. Let her know that you know it, okay? Give her a single rose. You never go wrong with a single rose. If you're something early, here's the thing that's different between women and men, by the way. Women can have relationships with guys, intricate relationships with guys, and they will see you like a brother. For the most part, fellas, you and I don't do this. For the most part. If we're single and we're hetero and our friend is attractive, then we are willing to hook up with her. For the most part. But women aren't like that. Okay? They're not. They can think you're cute, they can think you're funny, they can think you're handsome, and if it's just not there, it's just not there. You're like a brother. And once you're in the friend zone, man, it's almost impossible to come out of there. Okay? So you got to work hard, especially if this is somebody that you're interested in from the beginning. You really kind of have to plan your strategy and your method of attack to not end up in the friend zone, okay? Because, ooh, man, it's possible to escape, but it's a great escape. So, ways to get a woman to see you in that proper light are, again, make her feel special, but make her feel heard. Listen. Actually listen, okay? Now, I think I said last time, men are very, very simple. Women are not, okay? In general. If any of my sisters are eavesdropping, I know what you're thinking. You're like, I'm simple. Yeah, okay, you might be simple, but most, in general, women are pretty complex. And here's the thing. Men have a very logical, linear way of looking at the world. A plus B equals C. Okay? For the most part, again, speaking in generalities, for the most part, women are like that. Women are generally non-logical. I don't mean illogical. I mean non-logical. And that's fine. There's plenty of room for non-logic in this world, okay? Anytime you go outside and it's a beautiful day and you just enjoy the sun and the trees and the springtime, that's non-logical. That's fine. Just enjoy it, okay? There's nothing wrong at all with being feeling-based. And this is what you have to understand. When your woman says something to you, like, I feel blank, just accept it. It does not matter if you understand it or not. If she says, I feel like you don't care about me, then she feels like you don't care about her. This isn't the time for you to say, yes, but look, I paid the bills. I bought you a nice fur coat. I took you out to dinner. I mean, we make love 3 times a week. Clearly, I care about you. You're just being stupid. That is not the proper response, okay? What you need to say, if your woman tells you that she feels like you don't care, or asks you something like, do you love me? Because when she says, do you love me, the translation is, tell me you love me. That's when you're supposed to say, yes, I love you. You know I love you. I'm sorry. Have I not shown you that I care? And if she's going to say yes or no, and then you say, I'm sorry, what can I do to show you how I feel? And then let her tell you. Now, she may say, I don't know. If she tells you what to do, then do it. If she says, I don't know, then that's when you go do what I mentioned before. Go on Google. Find a love poem. Send it to her. If there's somebody that you know she likes, or maybe she doesn't read a lot of poetry, not every lady does, go and find a song that reminds you of her. Let me tell you. When Hoobastank came out with the album that has the song The Reason, you just type in The Reason in quotes, and if you can't spell Hoobastank, that's fine. You'll find it. What I did, I went on Amazon, because I was traveling as a bodyguard at that time. I went on Amazon, I ordered this CD, I had it gift wrapped, and I put a note with it that said, you're my reason, and I sent it to Charlene, and now we're married years later. I would do things like I would show up at her job with flowers on days that were not special occasions, okay? Not her birthday, not Mother's Day, just it's a Tuesday, these flowers were beautiful, okay? You want to make a woman feel special. You walk through her office with a bouquet of flowers that are for her and watch all the other women's eyes light up and how they wish somebody would give them flowers and how special she is to have a guy like you. That crap works. Do it. Do it, dude. I'm telling you, okay? Because just remember, she happy, me happy. She happy, me happy. Okay? Now, just like I told the ladies, they cannot nag, complain, and bully you into doing things. You cannot nag, complain, and bully her into doing things either. Because you can dominate a woman into obedience. You can be mean, you can be jealous, you can be clingy, you can be possessive, and God forbid, you can even be abusive. But don't tell me about it, because I put your head through the wall. But you can do these things. And she might submit in the short term, but not in the long term. Her resentment will grow and grow and grow and grow, and it will just be a barrier to your relationship, and you'd be better off being apart. Don't be like that. Love your woman. Love your woman. And if you don't love your woman, break up with her. But I got to split this. YouTube, watch part 2. Everybody else, hold on.